Hello, sports fans, and welcome to the Fall-Winter 24-25 playoff preview. I'm your commissioner, Wallace Fajardo, and I want to congratulate you all on reaching the end of this season. Let's get to some stats. With the changes we made to pairings this season, we've been able to achieve 100% completion on our main season matches. This is a first in the dojo meta, and I want to thank you all for your flexibility, commitment, and determination in seeing these games through. Main season matches saw 156 touchdowns logged by teams. Running away with the most touchdown title is Morgo's Cuties with 20 total touchdowns logged. Not far behind them were the Fun Gutters, Union Busters, Slanesh adjacent Sailors, and Rats & Co. The main season also saw 196 casualties logged by teams. Morgo's Cuties actually sat at the top of this chart with 23 casualties, but officials have ruled that we share the love, and the trophy will be going to the Fun Gutters, who logged 20 casualties. Special commendations will also go out to the Poxbusters and the Skyscrapers, who logged 18 and 17 casualties respectively. Good job, teams. While we don't have an award for fouls, we can't neglect an important part of the dojo meta. With double the amount of fouls as the next team, the foul honors go to the Uzalak Overlords, who had 42 fouls in the main season. And if we look at their performance across both main season exhibition matches, they logged 68 total fouls with only 5 send-offs. That is a 93% success rate. League officials will be looking into hiring an entirely new referee staff. Across both match types, we saw 274 injuries and 19 total deaths. Shockingly, no thralls were harmed throughout the course of this league. The Gnomes, a part of the Lucky Do team, however, were not so lucky. They had losses ranging from trees, foxes, and gnomes. Speaking of the Lucky Doos, they will be awarded our infamous Big Bowl Award for last place. The Gnomes struggled all season, only able to get about 2 league points through draws they had in their main season matches. We do want to thank the Lucky Doos for their grit and determination in seeing all of their matches through. Nuffle rewards the faithful. Looking to get your hand on more stats from this season? We'll be linking our stat sheet in the description of this video. The dojo will be hosting the playoffs on January 12th. We'll have 8 teams duking it out for our quarterfinals and semi-final knockout rounds. This will allow us to determine who is eligible for 1st through 4th place. The teams in the running are Morgo's Cuties. These rats have been sitting at the top spot of our league. While having 4 gutter runners on the lineup is already intimidating enough, coaches will want to focus their attention and violence on Naded, a star player who might even give Hackflem a run for his money. Honorable mentions will also go to Maud, Buddy, and Udi, who are formidable players on the Cutie lineup. When asked about the playoffs, the Morgo Cutie coach stated, quote, "Morgo doesn't need Chad Flem to skin you alive. These cutie patooties are gonna lay waste to your booties." The Poxbusters. When there's something weird happening on the pitch, who are you gonna call? Poxbusters. These decrepit rotters will not be outdone by the Morgo Cutie training camp, and have in fact created their own superstar in the form of one Dana Scornet. Dana is a verifiable ball carrier who's going to be able to stick to other players like a sucker on a tentacle, of which that player has plenty of. Block is also on the table, for all of the bloaters on the lineup. Coaches are going to want to have their players focus on movement in order to best this team. Union Busters. These Amazonians have played a ruthless game of Moneyball throughout the entire season and have aggressively cut their roster for players who are just not meeting their KPIs. 8 players and as many journeymen have been let go through this revolving door. However, through this ruthlessness, they've been able to create 5 bloggers and 2 dirty players. We reached out for comment from the Union Buster coach, who had these words to say: "Never forgive, never forget. No, wait, scratch that. Dread it, run from it. Destiny arrives all the same. Now it's here, or should I say, we are." No, wait. In all of my years of conquest, violence, slaughter, it was never personal. But I'll tell you now, what we're about to do to you and your stubborn, annoying little gutter runners, we're going to enjoy it very much. End quote. The Fun Gutters. The second Skaven-only team, the Fun Gutters, had an amazing start to their season. They were able to best their cousins, Morgos Cuties, and the hybrid Skaven team, Rats & Co., early in their league schedule. It was only until they ran into the Poxbusters that they started to have some trouble. And then there was the major upset at the hands of the Paladins of the 8 Points. While they don't have a standout star player, the Fun Gutter roster is very solid. Coaches should keep an eye out for Quatch, the gutter runner with foul appearance. Targeting that player with a blitz activation may just end early if you're not careful. The Fun Gutter coach and committee does want to remind all of the other teams that they're a completely legit organization and there's definitely nothing unsafe or illegal happening. Slaanesh Adjacent Sailors. The Slaanesh Adjacent Sailors have randomed their way into the playoff spot. While drawing a lot in their matches, the Slaanesh Adjacent Sailors have been able to secure their playoff spot by focusing on bonus league points through excellent defense or scoring 3 or more touchdowns. The skills on the team are rich amongst all the players, and it will be up to the coach to use each of these skills wisely. We spent some time at the docks to get thoughts from Coach Dan of the Sailors to understand his playbook. He said, quote, "The team is under intense training of the witches to inflict maximum pain. From the Assassin's Guild, Fatima Bluche has recruited Bane Dark Shadow in order to help the team break armor. The team's goal? World domination. Rats & Co. Our hybrid Skaven team, Rats & Co., was able to produce the second superstar player on their roster. Snack Crackblood is a gutter runner with formidable skills. In addition to their crazy movement and dodge, they have horns, block, foul appearance, jump up, and big hands. The team was also able to create a star blitzer with an eclectic set of skills. Rats & Co.'s low team value is going to be something other coaches are going to want to watch out for. At each beginning of the game, the Rats & Co. coach will have their selection of inducements to pick from. When asked for comment, the Rats & Co. coach said, "Prepare for snotling bull." Dumpster Fires. The most injured team of the season, the Dumpster Fires, has crawled their way, bruised and battered, into a playoff seat. Wood Elves, regardless of the skills they've gained, will always be formidable on the pitch. But in addition to that, the coach has also threatened extortion. Quote, "Take a dive, or I will send the pictures of you and that exotic auric dancer to your spouse." End quote. Uzkalak Overlords. We'll show the other teams who really has a foul appearance. boasted the Uzkalak Overlord coach. These Chaos doors have captured the hearts of fans and officials alike. The Overlord roster is packed to the brim with skilled players, and coaches should especially avoid the Hobgoblins if their players are prone. If officials were to nominate a dark horse for this playoff bracket, the Uzkalak Overlords definitely make that case. The bracket has been seeded at random, and we're already seeing some very interesting matchups for the quarterfinals. It's as if Nuffle wants to see natural enemies go up in the first round and take each other out. We're excited to see how this develops further on Sunday, January 12th, and we hope that you join us in the fun and boisterous action of Blood Bowl playoffs. I've been your Commissioner Walsh Fajardo, and I'll see you on the pitch.